Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tntv News. I'm your host, Alex Skillingham, and today is the 7th day of August 2024. So, as many of my viewers know, I live in Dorset. There is or supposed to be, a protest tonight happening in Bournemouth. You have to forgive me, I'm slowly losing my voice. And I was going to go tonight. Finish work a little bit later than planned, and I just spoke to my family. I'm incredibly upset that I couldn't be there because I should be. And this video is going to get 30,000 views perhaps across all platforms, but I could have got with 10 people videoing. All I had to do was engage the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being divided and conquered. Civil war in this country. I was going to go down there, I had a whole speech. We basically might as well erect a big wood chipper in Bournemouth Gardens or on the beach, and both sides, Muslim, Christian, whomever, throw your children into it. We'll both all march our children up to there and just throw them in, because that's what's going to happen if we don't stop falling for the divide and conquer. Okay, they've used Islam and Christianity for a very long time as competing sectors or competing religions, and where all of our children are being shot up with the experimental vaccines that are, quote, safe and effective, right? All of our pensions are being basically stolen in secret, okay? All of us are being attacked upon mutual things. The GMO food, it's in everybody's school lunches. The vaccines are in everybody's arms. The tax is on everybody. There are things that we can come together on that we need to promote more than what's happening right now. I was going to decry the far right idiots that were smashing up Greggs and looting from the stores and walking around in mobs looking for the average Asian, the average Muslim, or the average Sikh, because these people don't have college degrees. They're stupid. They go and beat up a Sikh thinking it's a Muslim and anger the Sikh community. No, none of this needs to happen. And just like the far right Muslims, absolute idiots walking around with machetes beating up the average white guy. I mean, what is the point in that? Are we America? Is this Antifa against, the provocateurs and the far right in America? Is that really, are we that stupid? Because both sides are fucking idiots. Okay, both sides are fucking idiots. The march on the 27th, with 120,000 people minimum in the UK and London, was nothing to do with what happened 24 to 72 hours later in Southport and the violence that erupted after this. Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream media are manipulating everybody. They're playing both sides off against each other, and they are using this as a opportunity. Now we've got a Labour government to smear Labour for a long time, to put in a fool guy just like Joe Biden was. You put the guy in, create a load of problems, bring through a load of legislation, and then blame him. Well, isn't that just 2 + 2 = 4? Now, are we smart enough to understand this? Or should we just kill each other with some machetes in the streets? Because the problem is that it's not going to go the way you think it is for people that want a violent revolution. Millions on both sides will be killed. Do you know history? Time for a quick history lesson. In World War II, Leningrad and Stalingrad, over 4 million people died in hand-to-hand combat in Russian cities, ladies and gentlemen. Is that what you want in Birmingham, Luton, London? Because if you do, you need to leave this country, regardless of if you were born here or if you come over on a dinghy. It does not matter, okay? At the end of the day, we don't need civil war in this country. Okay, if everyone went home and fucked their missus a baby, put a baby in them right now, you'd outbreed the England, as far as a white Christian nation, is demographically fucked anyway. Okay, the reality is that we do not like to see our entire culture and I'm not saying where I live is quite safe from this. And I say safe in a relative way, of course, nowhere's, quote, safe anymore. But the reality is it's not. The big cities and the underprivileged areas, the cheaper areas to live, have been ghettoized, just like the communities in America. And they've brought in the very worst people to train the average person, guys, the average person to hate the country that they're in. Real immigration was when you came over to flee a war and assimilated, got a job, paid taxes, but ultimately had a great life and give a great future to your children. Where we're going right now, watch some of my other videos, okay? Because the 5G, because of the vaccines, because of the manipulation from the media, because of the billionaires in industries like BlackRock and Vanguard and other people, they have plans that do not include you or I, okay? They don't include either of us. So anybody watching this right now, unless you've got, 10 billion in assets and you're very, very, very well off and connected with major families, you're not in the club. You're not in the club. You could be a Freemason very high level, but unless you're actually in the club, you're just a yes man working for people we don't even know. Well, we know who they are. We know who the ruling families are that own the Vatican, that own New York, that own California. Most of them are Italian bloodlines from Rome, because that's where the real banking was mastered, ladies and gentlemen. The art of stealing tax money. But I'm not going into divulging on this. This is about what's happening in the UK. We're being divided against each other, and it needs to stop. Unless you want the globalists to win, and probably, what did George Guidestone say? 500,000 people left on this planet. Okay, that's written, that's out of the mouth of these elite groups, okay? The Club of Rome, the Council on Foreign Relations, Davos. I mean, the Klaus Schwab's up there quite openly and happily saying, angrier world, you'll eat nothing, you'll own nothing and be happy and you eat bugs. That, it's not just talking to Alex Gillingham, you idiots, he's talking to everybody that's not in that little club. Please, let's not be silly here. Anyway, we've got lots of videos today to introduce and so much footage that it actually blows my mind. Now, people, please, you have to bear with me because my voice is obviously going, all right?